Hi guys, it's Danny. Alright, in this video I'll make a few updates on a few of my orchids so you see what's going on. I have some interesting things to show you actually. So first off, let's start with the Coelogyne cristata. Now this, I was telling you in a previous video that I think is a flower spike, and indeed it is a flower spike. And I know this because if I put a flashlight behind it, and hopefully you can see, I really am not sure if this camera shows it, but there are buds inside. So yeah, it's perfectly normal that the flower spike becomes this yellowish color and has some black tips. That's perfectly fine and normal. This is how they should look like, apparently. So this growth indeed is a flower spike, and I'm really excited to see the flowers. However, the other growths, I don't know if they're still growing, and I'm really not sure if this camera focuses on anything. So these growths, I'm not sure what they are, and if they are actually developing still. I really regret moving it to the other balcony. Maybe this particular individual, maybe the ones Schwerter cells, the ones that have the big pseudobulbs, maybe they just don't need that much of a drastic winter rest to bloom, because all of these growths were created in September. Given the temperatures did get a bit low, but it's not as drastic as the internet makes it sound. So I don't know, I'm thinking next year I'm not gonna do the same. Well, yeah, I'll be forced by the climate not to give a super winter rest super early, so I'll see what's gonna happen next year when I'll just let the weather outside dictate when this orchid blooms, if it will bloom at all. But yeah, this one is a flower spike, and I'm really happy it didn't die. Okay, the next update is on my Tolumnias. So as you can see, the flowers shed. They don't last too long, 2-3 weeks, maximum a month of flowering per inflorescence, I've discovered. But what I did was, just as an experiment, I just wanted to see if these hybrids are sterile, because next year I'm gonna try to pollinate them and get some seeds to grow, because these guys actually grow really fast compared to other orchids. In 2 years time, from a seed you can get a blooming plant, so that's perfect. So I tried to pollinate some dying flowers actually on these Tolumnias, and I think this caught. Well, this is actually the only flower I pollinated, and I crossed it with the other one, with the Corona, and this is the Dapple. So as you can see, the flowers are fading, but this one is starting to swell, and I hope you can see here, I think the pollen still shows right here. So yeah, I think there's a seed pod forming here. Now, I'm not going to try to multiply this particular seed pod. I want to make a full tutorial on how to pollinate them and then so on. But I just really wanted to see what's going to happen and how fast will the seed pod develop, because these orchids are fast. So yeah, this is a seed pod forming on my Tolumnia orchids. Alrighty, next update is on my Dendrobium Aurora, which is jammed here in this corner, poor guy. But anyway, take a look at this. As you might know, Dendrobium nobile orchids create a very tiny flower spike, if I can call it a flower spike, with 2 or 3 buds. Look what this guy did. This is a full flower spike right here, and has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buds. How cool is this? And a root, which is even more weird. So yeah, this guy has a ton of buds per flower spike. This one seems to do the exact same thing, and I have a few more. Where are you guys? There we go. I have a few more here. I'm not sure what these will do. When I purchased it, it only had 2 or 3 buds actually. But this is a full flower spike right here. Cute little mutation. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. But yeah, it apparently can happen that your Dendrobium nobile will actually produce a sort of a pseudo flower spike. Now, time for some bad news. I think my Phalaenopsis bellina will dry her spike, and this is because I snapped it. So as you can see, it is growing a new leaf here, and it's pretty mangled by the flower spike, and I tried to push it up, and I snapped it. So I am afraid this flower spike is done for. So if it goes yellow, I'm just gonna cut it, but I'm gonna let the leaf below develop normally. So yeah, this can happen, and it's so bad when it happens, particularly to a sequential bloomer, but as you can see, it's really yellowing, so I'm sure it's gonna die. Ah, damn it, Danny. But yeah, this is a piece of bad news. And I have another piece of bad news. Ta-da! Whoops! I did not script that. So this is Coelogyne aspirata crossed with this particular one right here. So what's happening is I'm doing the neem oil treatment, and this orchid didn't like it. And actually what happened is that the pseudobulb rotted. I need to cut this one off. This is actually one of the orchids I did not unpot because I really didn't want to set it back, and it doesn't have too many leaves to treat anyway. But yeah, the media stayed too moist and it rotted the pseudobulb. Other than that, the orchid looks okay, except for the mite damage and discolorations and all of that because of the mites. But yeah, I'll have to cut this one, and I really hope I'm not going to lose this orchid because it's going to be an interesting cross. But yeah, this is one of the reasons I well, more tend to prefer the hairspray thing, because I don't need to like put that much water onto my orchids. I don't need to shower them that often, because this can obviously happen, and I told you it's always risky when you're doing treatments that are water-based. Yeah, there we go. And let's end with another piece of good news. This is the Coelogyne usitana. Again, I didn't unpot this one because she's easy to treat. I don't really need to do all sorts of magic tricks with her. But lo and behold, we have a new growth right here. So yeah, I'm happy about this one. She was attacked by spider mites, and I'll show you the damage. Looks quite ugly. But as I was saying, she's really easy to treat because of these really pretty leaves. So she's not bushy. I don't need to hassle too much with it. But I'm so happy we have a growth. And this is a seedling, so part of the reason why I didn't unpot it, because it's a seedling and I don't want to set it back even more, blah blah. But I will have to unpot it in quite a bit to ship it. But it's gonna be good because this growth might actually be a little bit bigger. It will be on the verge of creating roots, so it should theoretically be in that stage when you can actually repot orchids, even though you can repot them whenever you want. For the main part, there are some exceptions. Anyway, oh, and a flower spike, yay. Okay, so this was the video for today. A few updates. There is a lot going on in my balcony, but not so much at the same time, in the sense that it's boring. I'm just letting time pass, treating spider mites and so on, before I actually start to pack them and ship them. I'm already starting to pack some stuff and ship, but not the orchids. So yeah, I promise tomorrow I'll upload a super exciting video, so stay tuned for the video of tomorrow. I cannot wait because it didn't happen. What I'm gonna film didn't happen just yet, but yeah, I'm gonna post it tomorrow, so stay tuned for the one for tomorrow. And thank you for joining and watching this video. If you'd like to stay up to date with my orchids, with moving and so on, simply subscribe to my channel. I post regularly, and also feel free to leave me comments, suggestions, or questions you might have regarding orchids in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you. If you click on the left side of your screen, you'll be directed to orchidnature.com, where you'll find care sheets, identification sheets, and also you can talk to us in the forum section. And on the right side of your screen, you can click to watch another orchid video. Thank you for joining. I'll see you next time. Bye.